Hey, you beautiful souls, family, tribe, all y'all. Love you guys. So look, I want to do a collective reading because we are right in between the two eclipses. So on August 12th, we had the solar eclipse, and that was in the sign of Leo. Now, a solar eclipse, I want to explain this in case people don't understand. And a lot of people forget, we go through life, there's a lot going on in the sky, right? There's all these videos and everything and readings and everything that we do. Sometimes we need a little reminder. So the solar eclipse that we just had on the 12th, that is basically a powerful reset for the collective. It is for us to focus on outer life. Okay. It's the new beginnings, right? Because the solar eclipse happens on a new moon. A new moon is just as you think of it. It's a new start, a fresh beginning. Something that we desire, we want to manifest. It's also our conscious identity, right? Being conscious of ourselves, being conscious of our outer life. Now, the lunar eclipse, partial, that we are going to be coming through August 27th, 28th, and really a full moon, the effects are 3 days up to the peak and 3 days after the peak. But that lunar eclipse happening with the full moon is an intense peak for emotions, okay? So it's going to want us to reflect on our inner selves, okay? It's about the deep shadow work and a final closing of an old cycle. So think of it this way. The solar eclipse is ready for a new beginning. I'm ready to start again. I'm ready for something fresh, right? And now we're in between. So I'm finding out what Spirit wants us to know. I did pull 3 cards from the Akashic records. It's quite interesting how they came out too. Because the first card I consider to be the solar eclipse we just came through. This is about gratitude. And look at the peaceful serenity of this image. During that time, August 12th, and even before. Now, it's up to you how long before. Some of you could be since the beginning of the year, could be just a couple months out, couple weeks. You take that as it resonates. But during that time, you were very grateful for things in your life, right? Very grateful to get up in the morning. Some of you were grateful that you still had a job. And a lot of you are grateful that you could afford food to put on the table. You were just grateful overall for something in your life, whether it was internal or external or both. And things you felt were going well. Currently, the next card out is follow your passion. This card I'm feeling is right now, right? Because we are in between the eclipses. I want to know, what does Spirit need us to know as a collective? And it's follow your passion, right? So there is something that excites you. And I feel it stemmed off from the solar eclipse, right? Everything's going well. Everything's going great. I'm grateful. What more do I want? There is something inside of you. There is something that motivates you. Know that this is a message from your Akashic records. So what is your Akashic records? That is your subconscious mind, your higher self, right? I call it the filing cabinet. Our subconscious has everything in that filing cabinet. And every once in a while, that filing cabinet opens up and there's a file that pops out. It's a file for you. For each of you, it will be different. We all have our own filing cabinet, which is our Akashic records, our subconscious. And it comes up. And so this excitement or motivation can lead you to abundance. Why? Because in the past, recent past, or from the beginning of the year, you were very grateful for what was going on in your life. You were grateful for how you felt. There was something positive. You focused on positive. But now you're excited. Now you're motivated. You're feeling something you want to do. That's up to you what it is. But Spirit's asking you, make sure you don't silence it. Don't silence whatever it is right now that is making you feel good or motivating you to do. There's something inside of you that says, I want to do that. I want to say that. I want to go after that. Don't silence it. Now, we come up to the partial lunar eclipse, the full moon. This is where it gets emotional. How appropriate, Spirit. They give us the healing card. So during the 27th and 28th, even a little before and a little after, we're all going through transformations. That's what eclipses do, right? They help us to see what it is we want, where it is we want to go. And then the lunar eclipse says something has to go. You have to release something, right? And so our bodies and our minds and our souls, they're going to be in a period of deep healing. And that's because the full moon is in the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces is empathetic. Okay? They're intuitive. They're very romantic. They're imaginative. Remember, there's a passion. There's something creative inside you that wants to come out. It can also be the escapist, and very compassionate. So we're all going to be in our feels. Some of us more than others, depending on, your rising sign, how much water you have in your chart. So, and wherever Pisces occupies in your houses, okay, which house it falls in. So we're looking at self-reflection, right? Think about what it is you're feeling during that lunar eclipse with the full moon. What are you feeling? What are your emotions telling you? Because we're all going to be going through this transformation together. So it's, what is your emotions asking you, right? What are you going to allow yourself to receive? Because remember, abundance. Don't silence. It's time to go after it. So let's see here. We're going to go to the oracle deck I have here with all the animals. So tell us more about this. Let's pull a few cards because this is a collective reading. So let's see what else the collective needs to know. What is the first part of the collective need to know? First part. And then we'll do the second part and the third part. Okay, we've got 2 cards. So I'm being told the first gets 2 cards. We have the hummingbird and we have the moose. 23 could be irrelevant. The number 9 could be. Also the letter A. So with the moose and the hummingbird, now is a time to be very confident in yourself. Know the power within you. Remain calm and cool, quiet and silence during this time. Let out the negativity. So if negativity is popping up, it's time to release it. Okay, because the moose is confident, they're powerful. Time alone is going to be very good for you because that's when you can be quiet. When you're quiet, you can understand what your emotions are as you go towards what excites you, what motivates you. It's a time to be present in the moment during this time so you can listen. What is the goodness that's coming in? What is the sweetness? What is it that you desire? And remain confident during the lunar eclipse that we come through in Pisces. Feel your feels. How does it make you feel? Next group. 2 cards. Everybody's getting 2 cards. Spirit's like, I'm being fair, man. Maybe that's another message, is to make sure you're being fair. You're being balanced. 2 is about balance. Connections. Make sure the people you're connected to are giving you back what you're giving them. Remember, the lunar eclipse is about ending a cycle. So if you as a collective are not being treated fairly, if things are not being balanced, that may need to be eclipsed out of your life. That's where it's final. Just a side note. We have the ladybug and we have the owl. So the ladybug is about an abundant life. Wishes are coming true. Okay. Good health. Balance. It says right on here, balance. And comfort and happiness. Feeling vibrant. Now, interesting I said 2 in the balance because the owl is the one that sees through the facade. So if you're this beautiful, compassionate ladybug that's happy and provides comfort to people, and you're balanced, then you need to make sure you're also the owl, seeing through the facade of other people, other situations that are not in balance with you, right? If something's going to impede on your happiness, your comforts, your abundance, your happiness, your wishes, that needs to be eclipsed out. You need to be aware of what's going on around you. Some of you, secrets will come out. You'll be receiving insights into the situations, into the people that are impeding on you and your comforts and your balance. So that's part of the healing journey, is also making those uncomfortable decisions of releasing who no longer serves you, who's taking your happiness from you, taking your comforts from you, taking your abundance from you. If they're not there to contribute, then they need to go, or the situation needs to go, right? It's going to make you wiser. The owl hears and sees things and listens to everything. Listen to your emotions through conversations you're having. Listen to your emotions on how you feel about what people do or say or situations. Group 3. Since this is a collective, we have to make sure we try and get as many messages out for everybody that needs to hear them. For this in-between eclipses. Group 3, what does they need to know? One card. The Stallion. Yeah, some of you really need to break free using your strength. Your desires driving the force. Some of you really need freedom. Freedom even from yourself, if you're holding yourself back from your passion. You see the wings on her? And you see the stallion kicking up the dust? We are in the year of the fire horse. Everything's moving fast. And you're the stallion, so there's something you need to break free from. You're going to have a lot of strong emotions during this lunar eclipse. Number 4. 4 is stability. I think some of you are afraid you don't have the stability to be able to break free from a job, a person, a group, a situation, a family. It's going to be different for everybody, but you're afraid you won't have the stability if you break free. No, that's not correct. That's not correct. You have abundance coming in because you have a drive. Okay? There's a desire in you. Let's go to situations real quick on this. Because the third group had one card, I feel Spirit's telling me we need to dig just a little deeper for you in a different deck. So it's not that because you didn't get 2 cards, it's not being fair. Yours is just your message needs to be different. So can we get more on this breaking free? The driving force. Is it their inner self? Is it an outer self? Some of you, it might be both. It might be your outer situation. It might be just you holding yourself back. Pop up. Spontaneous, unexpected, surprise. Settlement. Agreement, compromise. During this eclipse, it may come as a surprise to you that you're going to finally reach an agreement in a situation, right? Some of you may be negotiating terms for a new job. You may be negotiating on a house. Maybe you put a bid on a house. Remember, I had a feeling of 4 is stability in tarot. The 4 of Wands is about a house, right? It's a structure. Some of you, it could be that you're finally coming to an agreement and settling, and it was unexpected to you. And that can happen during this eclipse, shortly after. Now, I do highly recommend making sure you read the fine print on whatever this agreement or compromise is. You know, you're going to need to get into your emotions and feel it and make sure it is correct for you. But whatever it is breaking you free for your own stability. Maybe it is a job where you're going to have more freedom, more work-life balance. Maybe it's more financials. It's making more money. You know, maybe it's allowing you to work from home and giving you the freedom to have more work-life balance. You know, it's going to be something along those lines, but it will be unexpected. It's going to pop up for you. It is it's abundance, I think you've been manifesting in, that's allowing you to be free. Others of you, like I said, this settlement agreement can be simply getting out of a negative relationship type thing. All right. So you'll take that as it resonates, but it will be a very emotional time. And you need to listen to how you're feeling about this, right? Does it excite you? Does it allow you to go towards your abundance finally? Do you feel more motivated breaking free? Because some of you, I do feel like you're holding yourself back. Let's go over to tea leaf for the collective. What else does the collective need to know? Now, this is a big deck and it's round, so it's not the easiest. I'm going to have to break it up and we're going to have to do it in piles. All right, so let me kind of get these mixed up a little bit. What other messages do we have for the collective in the middle of this eclipse? So Pisces is, like I said, it's very intuitive. It's very psychic. So making sure you're seeing through the facades, right? Making sure you're reminding cool and calm, but confident, keeping your confidence about you, knowing your abundance is coming in, your manifestations, everything that you want. All right. What else do we have here? Oh. Right on the split. Bread. A period of prosperity and abundance. That's what this is all about right here, is the abundance. I told you. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. when you wear a crown, so in tarot, you know, you're a king or a queen. You've matured. What else? Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Sunrise. A new creative idea. New venture. Fresh start. Spirit is all over this, telling you it is there. It's coming for you. So whatever you're feeling, whatever you desire, whatever it is you want, it is coming. Your happiness. You know, some things will be coming to light. Like I said, you're going to need to be able to see who's being fake around you, because you got to remember, in order for you to have your abundance, you have to let go of something. All right? But you're being taken care of. You're being guided right now as you're seeing this. What else? A dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark hair, dark complexion. Now, you could be dealing with somebody like this. This could be confirmation of maybe somebody in your mind that you're dealing with that is being fake, is siphoning off of you. Trying to steal your happiness, your passion, keeping you held back. Some of you, this could be you. For most of you, I get the sense this is confirmation of somebody you're dealing with that will need to be released. You take that as it resonates. Anything else? Okay. Compliments from an admirer. Oh. Some of you need to be mindful of somebody who's admiring you and giving you compliments. Don't forget, the owl is here. Listen carefully. Pay attention. How does it feel? Right? This is where I just did a video on common sense and intuition. I will link that video in the description box here to help you know the difference with your feelings, common sense, and intuition through the spiritual journey as you're manifesting your abundance. Be mindful, because there could be a facade. There could be somebody that's being fake. I will link that in the description box. Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Be careful of taking a risk where there's a clear sign that something isn't right. You know, it's not saying to not take risks. It's saying truthfully to be careful of the risks you take, right? If somebody's coming to you, complimenting you, they admire you, you know, it could be a love bomber, right? It could be somebody who's saying, oh, come join this group with me, right? And it could be just a group that's like a cult, right? They're telling you what you want to hear to get something out of you. Whatever that may be very mindful of the risks that you're taking. Don't take them right now. Wait till after the eclipse. Yeah, we got angel, cobweb. We have fly. It came out in the reverse, the fly. So the fly is about a period of ill health and depression. It's in the reverse with angel and cobweb. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Did you hear the horn? Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Cobweb. Whoops. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. You are protected from depression, anything, any kind of ill will that's coming towards you, because you're going to be the owl. You're going to be confidence. You're going to have confidence, right? You're already happy. You're already grateful for so much in your life. And now you're going to follow your passions. But the healing part is the hard part of the transformation. While, Spirit's protecting you, right? And they're trying to protect you from negative people. It's still up to you to get rid of who or what is going to stop you from your abundance. I hope this resonated. I hope you found it to be helpful. And if you do, please subscribe, share, like, comment. All of that helps this message get out to all of us in the collective who are manifesting, who are grateful for things in our life. But yes, we're trying to get a little more in life. But we have to be mindful of negative people, situations, and places that are holding us back. So until the next one, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.